All right, page 125. Using linear relationships, again, we've been talking about equations this whole unit. Okay, being able to write these now from real world solution. Why is it important? Why do I care? Where do I see these things in real life? Okay, so you have $15 to spend and you want to split it between grapes and bananas at the grocery store, and it says the cost of that. Now things have gone up since then, so these prices aren't as accurate as they once were. But how do I show that as a relationship? Well, grapes are $2.39 a pound, so it's $2.39 per pound of grapes. It tells me to use G for grapes, pounds of grapes. And that's going to be added to 59 cents per banana pound. And I have a total of $15 to spend. Got that one written down? Question 2. Savings account has $50 in it at the start of the year, and you're depositing $20 a week. How much is in the account? All right. Do you think you can give me that equation? Go ahead.
Y equals 20x plus 50.
Yeah, you're starting with $50. Again, we like to list that at the end, and it's $20 per week getting added to it. Exactly right. All right, question 2. 5 savings account. It says choose one line and write a description of what happens to that person's account over the first 17 weeks. So I would like you to pick one. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. There's 5 of them. You 3 take H. You 3 take A. Top 3 here. Back 2, why don't you take C? Describe C. You 2 take C, no, D, and you 3 there, why don't you describe what's going on in E? So we'll do them all. Okay, so write a description of what's happening there. Losing money, gaining money. And then see if you can write your equation as well for yours. Description and the equation? Confident?
Yep.
Everybody got a chance? Close? Y. If it's horizontal, it is y equals, because it has the same height. All right, who had A? Okay, what do you got? What's going on there? How much you starting with? $50, so that's going to be in your equation at the end. And how much money are you gaining or losing a week? So it looks like you're starting at 50. A week later, it looks like you have 70. 2 weeks later, you have 90. 3 weeks later, you have 110. You're adding $20 per week. So that should be in your description and that should be in your equation. Starting with $50, you're depositing $20 per week. That's one we just talked about on the previous page. Who had H? Taylor, would you describe it? What's going on? How much am I starting? Negative 80. So you are in debt to somebody. You borrowed $80. All right, borrowed $80 from the bank, from a buddy, whatever. And you're starting to pay them back. How much are you paying them back per week? $20 a week. You're paying them back. Okay? I mean, they could ask you questions, how long until you're paid up? Right? And you should be able to figure that out. $20 a week, you owe them $80. Hopefully 4 weeks, you're at 0, right? It's also parallel to A, so you guys know you had the same slope. Who had C? All right, what's going on in C?
It goes down.
Okay, so your slope is negative.
Yes.
How much are you starting with?
Like 110.
110. So maybe you got $110 on a gas card and you're spending a certain amount a week to fill up your vehicle or your bus ticket or whatever.
I just got it in straight cash.
Okay, how much are you spending?
Like $10. Oh, no way, 5. I'd say.
Are we not sure?
I'm not sure.
So we need to find a point up here that is for sure on the line. So this one, of course, that is 0, 110. Let's find another one for sure that we know. How about this guy? That looks like it's on there. So that would be 5 and 90. So I would just find 2 points and then figure out the slope. 2 points that are for sure on the line and then figure out the slope. So I would do 110 minus 90. 110 minus 90 is 20. 0 minus 5 is negative 5. What's 20 divided by negative 5? 4, right? So your slope is actually 4. You're spending $4 a week on something. Okay, probably not fuel then, right? Maybe on a moped.
Monster.
Okay.
That's around how much a monster is.
D. What's going on there? Nothing. Y equals 30. You got $30 in your account and you are stingy, not spending a dime. All right, $30 remain. So if it says description, you need to describe. E, Bethany, what do you got for that one?
It starts with $8 and then losing $10 per week.
Okay. Spending $10 a week on something, starting with $80. That looks good. So be ready to describe that. Be ready to write those equations. Okay, don't leave your group yet. You got one more question to answer together. Question number 4, is 170 a solution to your equation? Is 170 on your line? So I'm going to ask each group. A, is 170 on your line? Who had A? Is 170 on your line? Yes. H, is 170 on your line?
No. It's not.
No. C, is 170 on your line? No. D, is 170 on your line? E, is 170 on your line? Yes. And what does that mean? 1 week later, you got $70. All right, now the last one I want you to do before you go back and we disband on the group here. 20 weeks into it, based on what you are spending or adding to your account. So that means X is going to get replaced with 20 in your problem because you can't see 20 weeks on your graph. If you plug in 20 for X on your equation, I want to know how much money you will have. Okay, so I'll give you a minute to figure that out, and then I will ask each group. So plug in 20 for X, solve it. It's not, I'm gonna ask you how much money. All right, A. A. H. 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 C. C.
30.
Thank you. Negative 4 times 20 is negative 80 plus 110 is 30. D.
80. No. What? Nothing?
30. Yes, it's 30 the entire time. E.
Negative 110.
You're gonna be 100. Should be 120. Negative 10 times 20 is negative 200 plus 80. Should be 120 in the whole. A. Okay, you're plugging in 20 for X. What's 20 times 20?
20 times 20 is 200.
Nope.
400.
Plus 50.
450.
There you go. H. 20 times 20 minus 80. Where's my H's at? 20 times 20
400.
minus 80.
320.
Perfect. Done. Okay, all you're doing is plugging in 20 for X, multiply by your slope, and then whatever the Y-intercept is, right? Just plugging it in here. 20 times 20 plus 50. 20 times 20 minus 80. Negative 4 times 20 plus 110. So on. Okay, question 3. Fabulous fish.
Fabulous.
Parker, this seems like a good one to have you read.
Fabulous Fish Market orders tilapia, which costs $3 per pound, and salmon, which costs $5 per pound. The market budgets $210 to spend on an order each day.
Number 1.
There are 5 different combinations of salmon. I can't say that. Right.
Salmon.
Salmon, and tilapia.
Salmon.
All right, if I want to spend exactly $210, I want 5 combinations of fish. Salmon first, followed by tilapia. That will give me $210.
5 combinations of fish.
Yes. And I'm going to write them as points. So somebody give me numbers that will give me $210.
100 pounds of tilapia.
100 pounds of tilapia will be $500.
Or not 100.
It's $5 a pound.
Yeah.
Well, for salmon.
25. Oh Lord.
$5 a pound for salmon, $3.
50. Plus 20.
50 what?
Salmons.
50 salmon. Okay, that would be $150.
Yeah, that's too much. Well,
So that means I got $60 to spend on tilapia at $5 a pound.
20.
So I got to spend $60 on something that's $5 a pound. How many pounds can I get for $60?
600.
60 divided by 5.
Oh, you can buy 5.
like
like,
15.
It's 12.
Wow.
12.
It's 12. Okay, you have calculators, use them.
I thought we
Oh,
were
I
doing
didn't know
the
these are
tilapia.
kept.
Okay, that's one. I need 5 more. How about this one? No tilapia. How much salmon can I get?
80,
lot.
80 pounds.
Salmon is $3.
It's 80 pounds. No, salmon is
No,
42.
salmon
Salmon
is
is
5.
Then why is it backwards?
And salmon, which costs 5 per pound.
42.
Yeah. So
Never
it would be
mind.
80
60.
pounds of salmon. Dang.
It's $3 a pound.
For tilapia.
I eat tilapia.
I want tilapia. It's-
Oh, my bad. I got it backwards.
Yeah.
You eat some walleye.
Yeah.
Tilapia is $3 a pound. Salmon is 5. So this is backwards.
You can get 42 pounds.
Salmon should be 12
For the salmon.
and 50. All right. Well, I'm going to do both of them anyway. So the second one then is what?
If you get no tilapia and you get all salmon, you can get 42 pounds, which is gonna cost $200.
So
That's a lot
salmon,
of tilapia.
tilapia.
Salmon, I mean.
All right. So if I get no tilapia, did you say how many 5 pounds can I get in $210? It's 42.
That sounds right.
Okay. And if I get no salmon,
70.
70 tilapia. All right, and I need 2 more points.
Yeah.
Let's say I bought 20 pounds of tilapia. That's $60. So that means I got 150 to spend on salmon. That would be 30 pounds.
And you just split that.
30.
You could get
Cannot, because they don't cost the same.
you could get 21 pounds of salmon for $105.
Yeah, it's got to work out with this 3 is the problem. How about if I do 40 pounds of tilapia? 40 times 3 is $120. I got $90 to spend at 5. What's 90 divided by 5?
90 divided by 5 is
18.
18. Perfect. All right, good enough. That got more confusing because I had the letters switched. Okay, but whatever you do, when you multiply it, it's got to get to 210. All right, so my equation. Well, let's say X is pounds of salmon and Y is pounds of tilapia. If it ever says define variables, that's what it means. What do your variables represent? So salmon is $5 a pound. So I always show that with 5x. Tilapia is $3 a pound. Got an idea how I'm going to show that?
3x.
3y. Tilapia is y.
Y. Yeah.
To equal $210. Okay, sketch a quick graph. So my x we said was pounds of salmon.
What are your axes?
And this is pounds of tilapia. And we're going to go by tens.
Who's getting arrested now?
10, 20, 30, 40, 50. If they're coming for you, make sure your math is done by Monday.
Alright.
All right.
Ask my math.
0, 70. 0 salmon, 70 tilapia. Put a point up there. 0, 70. 42 pounds of salmon, no tilapia. 12 pounds of salmon, 50 tilapia. 30 pounds of salmon, 20 tilapia. I'm just graphing our points that we wrote up above there. 18 and 40.
56.
And what should happen with our dots? Well, hopefully they line up. And then everything on that line should be $210. And you could buy half a pounds and quarters of pounds. Thankfully, we just worried about the whole numbers. Okay, under your graph, plot and label the combinations A through F. All right, they're on the next page, of course, formatting issues. 536. Let's do that one together. So 5, they got tilapia first. 5 tilapia and 36 pounds of salmon. That might be on the line. Can't really tell exactly, so I'm going to plug it in. 5 times 36. And tilapia was 5 pounds. The question is that $210? If it is, it's on the line. It's 195. Okay, so it's tough to tell on the line here. Obviously, I'm going by tens. Ian says that's $195. So is that one on the line? Nope, because it's $195. So I'm going to ask you to check yours. You're going to take salmon times $5 a pound. You're going to take tilapia times $3 a pound and see if it's $210. If it is, you're going to write yes. If not, you're going to write no. So the groups that you're in, one of you guys do point B, you guys do C, you guys do D, you guys do E, you guys take F, please. Is it on the line? So I'd like to know the total, and then yes or no, please. I'll give you about a minute. Plug in your numbers. Salmon times 5, tilapia times 3, does it equal 210? Point B, when you're ready. I get 150. Yeah, I get 210.
Yeah, it's 210.
So that's yes. C? No, what'd you get? 206. Good. D?
Yes.
Yes, I agree. 210. E?
No.
What do you get?
185.
Should get for E? I got 225 when I did E, but it is still no. F?
No.
What'd you get?
185.
That's the one, that's 185. Okay, so only 2 of those are yeses. Again, you can just plug it in to check. Question number 5, list 2 ways we can tell if it works. Well, the way you just checked, plug and check equation. In order to do that, obviously you need the right equation. What is the other way to check if it is a solution? Check the graph. Is it on the line? Now that's not always so easy to do, especially when you're checking 30.6 and 19. That's tough to see on the line. All right, so as long as your equation is correct, that might be your best bet. Does it work? Okay, plug it in. Does it work? Those are the 2 ways to check. Always. That will always work. All right, your assignment then, last one of this unit. Reminder that we are reviewing Monday with a test on Tuesday. Page 129 to 131. 129, 131, that is due on Monday.